This is What If Civilization Started Over Episode 3. So I actually lost the map, sorry if things are seeming off. That's because I lost the map. I tried to remake it the best I could, and we are gonna have to go with this. So things might not be very original anymore, but it's alright, guys, right? Right? Okay, so now we saw the yellow team doing pretty much nothing. I mean, they did probably spend a bit, but that's all they did. And today, they are probably going to be the main character. May not have just spoiled the whole episode. But Yellow Team will expand a lot into China, bit into China. They get this very small lake over here. As they also expand south. Don't know, I got that confused. They go into all the Thailand, what they have in the modern day, but they stop up. They do not stop actually. They just go and swoop in it. And so over here, they get some more expansion, and but it is way too much right now for the LOT because they were not doing too good actually. They're actually pretty bad out of all these guys. They're probably doing the second worst behind these guys. Yeah, you'll see some Gus soon. Gus? What's Gus? But we'll see a very big part of the yellow team rebel from the actual yellow team. The whole southern part, pretty much the eastern actually, is a poor yellow team. Actually, not so poor yellow team because, oh, they started attacking. Yeah, this is one of the first civil war or rebellion or whatever it is. But but because they attacked the old civil war instead of giving them independence, the red team is attacking yellow team. Yeah. Ooh. Poor yellow team again. But the red team will get some land out of the yellow team and cut off the purple team. And this will make them not too happy because they were actually looking to expand into the yellow team. So, yeah. Over here, the red team goes into the yellow team, and because of this, they are not doing too good. And, yeah. But these guys show some sympathy and they leave the yellow team like this with the little exclave over here. But it's alright, it's not that big of a deal, right? Over here, going over to this magenta country, they will go a bit west, I think. Yeah, west. For some reason, and left and right, yeah, that's very easy. I can do that. But for some reason, west and east, yeah, I get confused. Even though west is left and east is right. So over here, Egypt, not Egypt, guys, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia goes west and they eventually discover all of this. And they have an ocean over here. I mean, what they think it's an ocean. And stuff over here. And some people want to go north, but other people want to go south. And because of that, there's outbreaks. Let's say that. And come, how did I start so? But we have the northern part of the magenta team rebelling from the actual magenta team, and these guys want to go north. And yeah, these guys are not so happy. But what can they do? Literally nothing. So south it is, but what? Why are they going from here? I thought they were going to go from here. Well, the government's had a change of plans. Not sure if there's even a government yet, but it's alright. Let's do that. Let's just say there is a government, even though there's no cities. And you know what? If you guys, if you guys want major cities or capital cities, is if you and I can add them as dots over here, that's dots over there, and as major cities or capitals. If you want to see major cities capitals, please say it below in the comments. If you don't want to, then say that in the comments. It's alright. It's nothing. So over here, they still go from the Red Sea, Northern Red Sea. Actually, now I started to think if this is the Red Sea or any other. Well, if I got confused thing. And not the ocean. And the Magenta team is exploring more of the Saudi Peninsula, or the Arabian Peninsula, I should say. And these guys, as they are going to go actually he west. You see, guys, I get confused between east and west. Right, let's stop reading. They go west into Libya, modern day Libya, and they make themselves pretty comfortable with this Chile, 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 Chile looking thing. But they do still expand north into Mesopotamia, which, yeah, it's not that early. The first thing's actually not there. Over here, in another week, so its civilization starts in over here or over here. So yeah, but what even color is this team? Team goes more into the Middle East, I guess. Yes, they discover more of the Middle East and they make themselves pretty comfortable over here. Yeah, there's no like revolts or anything. They are pretty comfortable over here. Guys, and do you remember when I said these guys will have something bad? Yeah, here it is. Yes, for some reason, this lime team and this pink team, they both made an agreement to just jump these guys. And poor guys, I guess they're getting jumped by their neighbors. They're probably going to be a Poland of the series. Who knows? So they're going to get split, and these guys are pretty weak. They're probably the weakest one out of all these guys. Just excluding this yellow team, this small yellow team. You're just in fully screen, yellow screen. Alright. Caspia. People go west. It's not the best. This is east. Yeah, they discover a lake. Yay! And they go fully around the lake. And these Caspians are actually pretty prospering. And they are doing pretty good with all of this Caspia and this, whatever this is called. But some people also want to expand west. But these guys, that's not anything bad. These guys want to solve it the adultian way. But the adultian way is that we do always. Always? Always. Always. But some people want to go west and they discover a whole new lake. And at this point, these guys are probably known as the Lake Country or Lake Civilization because they're the only one of two countries. What was that? They're only one of two countries which have lakes. One of three actually, not counting all these one minor lakes here and there. Oh come! Hey, hello, Gilbert. But over here, we have the Caspian expanding a bit more into the Black Sea before eventually stopping because they're looking pretty big right now. Going over to this line team, basically, they're just basically Iran at this point. These guys, they did not originate in Iran. They do not have that much of Iran. These guys are the same. I mean, they probably originate somewhere over here. I forgot, guys. Yeah. I forgot where they actually originated from, the Caspians. But they do not have much of Arabia. Not Arabia, this is Arabia. This is Persia or Iran. And these guys also don't have much of Iran. Come. So these guys are probably the Persians, and they want to expand because they don't have much ground over here. They originally wanted to expand a bit over here, but yeah, it's this. What? But the Lime team over here makes some expansions over here, and before eventually stopping, they shape. Why does everyone's border suck over here? So we're going to this not magenta, this just pink, bit purple, but they're going to go a bit north, and that's the whole reason why they rebelled in the first place because they wanted to go north, but the original country did not want to go north. So yeah, these guys are going north and north and north. But instead of discovering this lake, like you're probably expecting to, they actually go a bit west on accident and they discover literally nothing. And now there's the laughing back of the whole world because you're going on for no reason. This magenta team describes all the coastal regions of Arabia and it's just the desert. And you know what? Just for your eyes, I'ma just do that. No, 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 not that. Alright. So these guys are pretty good right now. If I had to make the powers for who is the best country in all military economy, all that, not sure if those are even a thing. But it probably has to be something like the Lion team or Caspia. Magenta team's also doing pretty good. Daily world map check. Alright, so this is what the whole modern Roma looks like to all of these guys over here. So yeah, it's actually pretty big from the last episode. There's been a lot of exploring going on, a lot of expansions, and some world expansions as well. But these guys are doing pretty okay job. Here's the world map happen Earth Day, and here's the world map for these guys. So yeah, it is still not much compared to all of this, but it's still pretty good for these guys. And also something I want to talk about the time periods. Of course, all of this is not just happening in one day or something. It's happening in many years or probably even decades. And I want to keep it up to you guys. You all decide the time period. Only for certain things I might decide the times. But for most of the uh, what series, you all can decide the time periods of this series. So today I'm going to go tuning off. Bye guys, see you in the next video.